Hey guys, been a day or two since I've done a video for you. Well, so welcome back. Sorry I haven't put anything up lately, been pretty busy with work. The weather's not been great down here in Cornwall, so there's not been much content to do. But the postman turned up this morning with a rather Gucci, lovely little bit of kit. The new Triggertech Diamond 2-stage, the green one. So today what we're going to do is take out the Triggertech, which is in the 6.5 Creedmoor Bergara, out of this one and stick it into the long range 300 PRC Bergara and stick in the 2-stage Triggertech Diamond into the comp setup. Single stage is better for long range, slow, precise shooting. 2-stage, I've been eagerly awaiting this one for a long time. It's my preferred choice for competition, fast run pace stages where you accidentally don't want to slip your finger and instantly dap it onto a 1-stage trigger. Phew, off you go, sending freedom seeds down the range. So yeah, I've got the 2-stage now. They're now in the country, lots of different options and fitment options. So if you're after one, give C2 Precision a shout. They've got them in stock now. So what I'm going to do now is whip these down. Rejoin me back in a minute. I'll give you a close-up of how to take a standard trigger out and reinstall the Triggertech Diamond. It really is quite simple. 2 pins out, 2 pins in, done. But join me in a minute. I'll get them all together and then we'll go from there. Right guys, we've got the barreled action out of the chassis. So now, I haven't actually got a punch. So what I do is use a small Allen key. And actually, let's get this one out of the box to start with, shall we? Oh, exciting. Stickers. I know many people have been eagerly awaiting this 2-stage Triggertech. Me myself have been super excited. So here they are. Single stage can always be identified as the red ones and the 2-stage can be identified as the green ones. Right then, so haven't got a punch sadly, so excuse the redneck way of doing it, but you've got 2 pins here, 2 pins that go through into the action. So, oh, these ones come out nice and easy. There. There's 1, there's 2, and there you go, 1 trigger. So here's the Triggertech Diamond 2-stage. Just having a little look. Lovely bit of kit. I've gone for the black Pro Curve as I did on this single stage, so they feel exactly the same. And there they are. So hopefully this one should just slip straight back in again. Oh, these pins have been out a few times now, so look at that, done. No pressure needed. I know from the start when I did take a couple of the chassis apart and the barreled actions out, when you take the pins out from the factory, they are in there quite stiff, so the best way would be an approved punch with a small hammer and give them a little dap like that. So that's that one in there. So the single stage, like I said, is going to go into the 300 PRC and then we'll put them all back together. So back to time lapse. So there she is guys, all fitted, snug in there. I love that you can see through the chassis here, the colours of the triggers. Nice little touch there. And on the 300 there. Just in case you get confused which trigger you got in. So let's have a little look in the box. What have we got? We've got underneath here, we've got a very shiny sticker, a Velcro patch, Velcro Triggertech patch, and we have got the instructions, full diagrams, and the full working instructions of the two-stage trigger. So I read these earlier. Let's put all this back in the box a minute. And just for purposes, I've written on each of the old triggers what was what. So 6.5 Creedmoor for this one, and I've written 300 on that one, just in case you get confused, to stick them back together. So we'll put that one out of the way. And right, so to adjust this two-stage trigger, if you look where I'm pointing here with the Allen key, just inside the actual trigger blade at the base or the top of it there is, you can see that little hole up through there. That is where your first stage is adjusted, and that can go from 4 ounces to 20 ounces. So you adjust that one, and they're done in incremental clicks. So if you have a little listen here, actually it's quite light at the minute. Hear that? So if I back it right off, you'll notice the clicks get less strong as well. You won't feel the vibration of each click so much as you get down to the bottom end. I'll just bottom it out for you and see what happens. There you go. When you get to the bottom of the travel, it does stop. So the first click or two, just to engage it again, that will be around about 4 ounces. That's for the first stage. So yeah, that is moving very freely, so that is quite light. And just to confirm, to show you guys, fully start wanging it up, there you go, the clicks are becoming a little bit more audible and a little bit more prominent now. This is still the first stage. Oh yeah, a lot stiffer. So you can pretty much I do believe each click is an ounce. So it's fairly easy to get a reference on which click you're on if you ever do need to slacken them off or loosen them or tighten them up again. So I'm gonna have it fairly loose because the first stage I've been used to a really light trigger on the one stage. So it's gonna be nice to reference quite a light first stage. So yeah, that's nice. Right, so then going on to the second stage is this adjustment screw just down here. This one again is even more audible. So screw it in clockwise to add strength to the sear. Oh yeah, it's quite stiff. Let's back it out. So the first stage is nice and light, what I've just set it to now. Let's back the second stage out quite a lot. I want it just a little bit more than the first stage, probably about, what I'm guessing is I'm probably going to go for about a 10 ounce on the first stage, and then probably like an additional 5. Oh, that's nice. Wow, there's no movement in that, no creep. That is nice. There's the first stage there, take up the first stage to there. No creep. It's due to the frictionless technology here the Triggertech have developed. Here's your standard sort of design for a trigger. You've got your trigger there with your sear, and you get friction between the sear and the trigger as one again like slides over the other one before it breaks. This is the Triggertech design. It's like a ball bearing, rolling sear. The sear literally slips off this bearing, and that's the trigger there. So they literally just slip off of a roller ball, so you don't get actually any frictional glide. This just literally, it slips off the top face of the ball bearing and comes down over. Right then, let's get her up in her fire. First stage. Oh, that's nice. That's really nice. It's a little bit too light, I think. It's a nice first stage. I think the second stage could do with being a little bit tighter, a little bit harder, but I can tweak with that. I'll get it all put together, get it up on the tripod, and have a play with it a little later on. So there we go, guys. That is the Triggertech, well, not that one, it's a grimy old one. This is the Triggertech Diamond 2-stage, fitted into the Bagara 6.5 Creedmoor in an XLR chassis with a Z comp on top. And this is my competition chassis and setup. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you've got any inquiries, reference Triggertech triggers. C2 Precision, give them a shout and a ring. They've got them in stock now. I'll leave a link below. You can find us on Facebook, C2 Precision. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye.